Richard? Richard?
Daddy?
Yes?
Daddy?
Yes, my son.
How can you not stand?
What?
How can you not stand?
I cannot stand because I had an accident.
Tell me the accident.
Yinka Ayefele, a gospel entertainer, as they are called. They do not want to be called gospel singers anymore. Why? Because they include human praise when singing. Welcome once again to this channel. If you're just coming across it, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say thanks for returning and thanks for being here. Like, share, and also tap on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more. Today it's about Yinka Ayefele, as a video of him and his triplet went viral. It's an emotional one. Yinka Ayefele had an accident and he could not walk anymore. His spinal cord got crushed, and you know what it means to have your spinal cord crushed. The severity of it rendered him disabled. And it is not only about you not being able to walk. Your spinal cord acts as a pathway for sending of signals to your brain back and forth. So it depends on the severity of the spinal cord injury. What I'm saying in a nutshell is that most people who have such injury have sexual problems. I mean, challenges. They might not be able to get themselves to do what they normally would do. And it's frustrating, particularly if it comes. In fact, there's no time in your life that is comfortable. But when you are much younger and energetic, it becomes much more of a challenge. Now, the children of Yinka Ayefele, which he had not so long ago, he had problems with that, like I said, and luckily God blessed him via technology, via science. He was able to have triplet via IVF and artificial insemination. Now, his kids want to know, Dad, what happened to you? How come you cannot walk like we do? This question has probably been troubling them for a long time. Yinka Ayefele decided to answer this right in front of the camera for those who are going through the same. Yinka Ayefele is blessed, as you can see, with triplet, 2 male and 1 female. That is called blessing, blessing, blessing. Although he cannot walk, he can as well say, my prayers have been answered and I am fulfilled. Yinka Ayefele is rich. After the injury, he really got himself right in front of the entertainment industry. Let us listen to what he told his children, and we'll talk more about some of the gossips, or let us say some of the accusation and allegation that connect Yinka Ayefele accident and fame.
I should tell you the accident.
Yes.
Ha. It's been long. It's a motor accident.
Motor.
Yeah, it's a motor car accident.
Tell me.
I should tell you. It was on December 12th, 1997.
Was it Christmas?
Yeah, almost around this time. Some years back. Not exactly on Christmas Day, but during Christmas festive period like this. You are not happy. You are not happy? Because I cannot walk. You are not happy?
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Okay? You said you wanted to ask me another question?
No. Just the question that when you cannot stand.
The reason why I cannot stand? Yes, that's what I've just told you, that because I had an accident. It was on December 12th, 1997. Did you hear that? But I still believe that I'm going to walk. You want me to walk. You always tell me to stand up and walk. That's why you want me to do exercise, so that I'll be able to stand up and walk with you. Is that? Raymond?
Yes, Daddy.
Good. You want to ask me a question too?
Yes.
Okay.
How can you know what? Was a bicycle coming, Daddy? Bicycle. Were you walking that the bicycle hit your leg?
No, I was the one driving. But the road was slippery. So that's how my car tumbled like 6 times. And it ended in a pit.
It ended in
a bush and in a deep pit.
In the water.
Not water. Inside the bush.
Inside the bush?
Yes,
so how can you not in 2 pieces?
The reason why I cannot work is because I had an accident.
Continue.
I should continue?
Yes, when your car was in the bush.
Yes, when my car was in the bush. Raymond?
Yes.
Are you listening?
You're not asking me any questions.
You didn't ask me questions now.
Oh,
Eniola. Eniola. Why are you... Oh.
Mama,
Why are you climbing me like this?
Because she loves you.
Because she loves me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So when your car was in the bush.
Okay, when my car was in the bush, some people came to rescue me, and they took me to the hospital, and later they took me to London for treatment. I was taken to London.
What was in London?
To Royal National Orthopedic Hospital in London.
So,
Raymond, you want to tell me, or you want to ask me a question now?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Daddy, how can you not walk?
How can I not walk? I said because I had an accident. And
When
your
they
lie, you
took-
are blocking your brother.
When they took you to London,
And
you
you
went back to your home.
Yes, I came back to Nigeria.
How?
After the treatment in London, I came back to Nigeria.
How? Did you use your card?
No, I used aeroplane. I came to Nigeria with aeroplane.
Like this aeroplane.
Not like this aeroplane.
There was aeroplane.
Sorry, you're not happy because I had an accident. I'll be fine. Richie, I'll be fine, okay?
But I have not played.
Played what?
Yeah.
Where is your own phone?
It's dead.
Is that
sure?
you are charging? It's not. She's not sure. She's
I'm
charging it.
sure.
Where is it?
It's in mommy's room.
Go and take your phone then. See,
When
Raymond is.
my own is charging.
I think you know.
Okay, guys. I think I've answered your questions.
Didn't answer my question.
Did I answer your question? Okay, come and ask me now. Come. Okay, good boy. Yeah.
Did your car hit the bush?
Yes, it tumbled.
And they take you to the hospital. I know.
Many pieces, even more than 200 pieces.
And you break into 100 pieces.
Many pieces.
Is it you?
He's talking about you. You break.
Me? I didn't break. Oh, I only had injury.
And did your bone break?
I was injured. That's why.
And did your bone break?
Yes.
Who fixed your bone?
Yes.
Who fixed your bone?
Jesus can make everybody alive.
What did you say?
Jesus can make everybody alive.
Jesus,
Is it Jesus that fixed your bone
Jesus can make everybody
alive?
alive. Okay.
Did
I believe in
Jesus
Jesus.
fix your bone?
Yes, Jesus can fix my
So,
bone.
I'm
Kids,
done
kids,
with
in their
You're done
innocence,
with your question.
they can be very direct too. Did Jesus fix your bones? Did Jesus fix your bones? Like, they cannot understand how the car got wrecked, and their father said his bones were broken. What bone was broken? I think that's what they wanted to know. Like, my spinal cord, the back, got broken because they cannot understand why their father is still looking whole without his bones crack here and there. They are trying to imagine how it probably, and I think it's emotional for Yinka Ayefele. He did his best to explain to them because whatever it is that he's explaining, he can also picture it. Now, back to an accusation. No, not really an accusation anyway. A woman came out to say, and Yinka Ayefele got upset. I don't think it got to the court, but back then, I remember he contacted the police. That woman was arrested. This woman was arrested and dragged to the police station. She is called Erelu Jesu. She said back in those years, she lived in the forest as a young girl because the work requires a virgin, a young girl that a man has nothing to do, has never had anything to do with. So she was kept in the forest. Some spirit took over her and they said, this is the job that you have to do. When her parents gave birth to her, they said, this is the job that she has to do, that she has been dedicated to the higher, spiritual, whatever it is, that she now operates with powers. The spiritual realm is divided into different hierarchy. But that's not what we want to talk about here. I just want to stick to the story. So this woman accused Yinka Ayefele of coming to him for fame, not money. Fame could bring you money, but not money rituals, but for fame. In Yoruba language, it's called okiki. For fame, that's what he came to her for. And Yinka Ayefele got upset, asked the woman, how old are you to now be mentioning the likes of Bishop Oyedepo? Yeah, that woman talked about Bishop Oyedepo also. Talked about the late Benson Idahosa. In fact, the woman alleged that Benson Idahosa brought Oyedepo for church growth, and that there are certain rituals that they did and certain things that he needed to do in that Canaan land that people go to. And the funniest of it is that Bishop Oyedepo never talked about it on stage. Of course, obviously, he's not going to say, respond to everyone that says he got this and that. Just like how recently Pastor Iye Adeboye said, if he drew power or is drawing power from the kingdom of darkness in Redeem Camp or wherever, let him die, let him not come to, he said a lot of things. You all know, we did some analysis about it. It went viral. Bishop Oyedepo did not bother, and I know him to be someone who is a bit vocal. He didn't bother about it. This woman continued after a while, said Bishop Oyedepo called me and said, don't mind that small boy. That's Yinka Ayefele. Don't mind that small boy, yo. Just allow everything to slide. This is what this woman said publicly. She didn't say it in a blog somewhere. She went from church to church to say these things. And when I say church to church, I mean like Christ Apostolic Church branches, and many churches called her, to say these things. She said it, that Yinka Ayefele, and she also made mention of popular musician. You know him, Sonny Ade. He made mention of him too. He said, Sonny Ade sang about me. That the song that Sonny Ade sang is about me. Who is that girl in the garden? A little small girl. What does that song? He said, listen to the song. What does that song have to do with a little small girl in the garden? Meaning the body of the song itself, the lyrics. Why did Yinka Ayefele insert that particular, that Yinka Ayefele was referring to her? That she was an embodiment of wickedness, of evil, and that she had powers, that she could not live amongst human beings with the kind of spirit that she operates with. And this brings me back to a story that also went viral somewhere in Uganda. This young man was interviewed. He said some very deep things about such women that live inside of the forest. They are not those type of spiritual list or marabu or babalawo or whatever that you go to. No, just like that. No, you are the connection before you get access to such people. It takes. She said she lived in the bush, so she talked about Oyedepo talked about them. Said that she gave them powers, gave Oyedepo powers, and told us about some signs and things like that. Anyway, anyone can say anything about anybody. Some people said, oh, some people brought her to do these things. She went on TV shows, she said it, and Erelu Jesu trended for a long time, going from church to church, saying that she's now a Christian, she's born again, and that she has received Jesus Christ, and told people how God arrested her, that nobody delivered her, how God arrested her, how she went about it. She went on and said, no one is going to cover her truth. Yinka Ayefele, of all, Yinka was the only person that challenged this woman. No other person challenged this woman. Not at all. No other person. But here we are today. Yinka Ayefele is emotional, talking about what happened to him, how it happened. Regardless, I don't know. I wasn't there. Yinka Ayefele said it's not true that he did not give up his bone marrow. In fact, I remember the woman said Yinka Ayefele came back and said, this is not what I requested for. And you might want to find out how Yinka Ayefele got to know that woman. Yinka Ayefele, according to that woman, came through a late senior radio presenter. I think his name is Fuonton or something like that. I can't remember exactly that man, but he's no longer alive. He said she got to meet Yinka Ayefele through that man, that the man brought Yinka, saying, look, this one, he has been doing things, jingles here and there. He's not, please, can you let the world hear him? And yeah, the world really heard Yinka Ayefele. Immediately after his accident, he sang for presidents. There is no royalty, no royal person in Nigeria that Yinka Ayefele did not grace the occasion. Yinka Ayefele went around abroad. Yinka Ayefele was no one heard the voice of any musician at that time. When Yinka Ayefele was, performing, he really made that fame. Although he's no longer, he has gotten what he wants. I mean, when I mean fame, he got it. He's no longer as popular as then. But when you talk of Yinka Ayefele, you talk about the new Alujo, the Alujo trend back in those days. So guys, what do you think about this one? The accident and the questions that his kids asked?